Okay, back again. I got the double battle all cooked up from last time. It should not be a problem. I'll run through it as we get into it, but I really don't expect this to cause much of an issue. It is actually pretty spooky. There's like a fake outing, exploding shift tree, but I think Basket Legion is pretty much the perfect answer to it. I actually do need to give Basket Legion a muscle band as well. That will matter. Don't forget that. Yeah, the important part is that Thunder only does 67% to Basket Legion, and Basket Legion, unless it gets crit by Surf, is only at most taking 30%, so it'll never bait Thunder. Even if it does, I'm going into a Scavalier who has a Cherry Berry, so it would need to be double Thunder. I'll get into it when I get into it. Yeah. Should be completely fine. Slightly nervous about it though, but I've been nervous about like every fight for a while now, and I think with pretty good reason. For what should be like a breather area before Weather Institute, I have been struggling on these probably more than I should, which I don't think is a great sign. I feel quite out of my depth here, if that makes sense. I've never been past wind straits before this, so every step I take is uncharted territory. Rounding out the seed collection. Pretty sure it's you. Oh, I see. And then they'll pop out at the same time. So, 77, just making sure that's the right range. Yes, it's actually quite nice overlap there. Great. Okay. There we go. I think I am on my guard, but you never know what I've overlooked. I never know what I've overlooked. Alright, let's do this. The goal is to take out the left side first, because, I mean, they all explode. You can't really control it otherwise. Torkoal here is pre-damaged exactly to bait either Thunderbolt or High Rolls of Focus Blast, but not... Or, sorry, Psychic or High Rolls of Focus Blast, but never Thunderbolt, or Thunder, rather, which is important for later. Alright, so this will be Superpower here, should just always kill, Jinbei can't be faked out, so it's likely aiming for the Torkoal, and because of the fake out bonus, I'm pretty sure it's always fake outing Torkoal. This is a Telepathy Oranguru. It doesn't get hit by its allies' explosions and such. The nice thing is that Torkoal is super slow, so Oranguru sees fast kill into it. If it was seeing slow kill, it could actually click Trick Room instead, which would be bad, though part of this plan involves it clicking Trick Room later anyway. Psychic, okay, great. Okay, so Wailord sees that it kills Roshi. It sees max damage Water Spout right now, which I think is highest damage on Jinbei too. I don't think it factors that in. Surf would be worse, but right now, even at -1, Poltergeist will still do about 30% to this thing. And then I switch Roshi into specifically Kami. I don't want it to be Thunder ever, because that's highest damage. Also, it has the high paralysis chance, which would be very bad. So yeah. After that, I can kill, I'll fast kill with Energy Ball. So, yes. Just making sure that this is Roshi that's switching in there, and I click Poltergeist on the Wailord. Yes, okay, great. Amy eats these water moves just fine. That's a fun animation. It is Water Spout. Okay, yeah. With Citrus Berry, it should not be a problem for Kami. Kami will never be dead to... Oh, is that not Citrus Berry? I have Rain Dish too, so that helps. Okay, so now Oranguru doesn't see any kills. Just making sure that that's true. 176. Oh, that might have been more than I expected from Water Spout. Can Oranguru see a kill into Parascudo with Thunder here, Basket Legion? No, it's not a kill into Basket Legion. All of these would be slow kill, and Trick Room is actually always, I believe, always prioritized over slow kill. Oh, but it doesn't have slow kill. It's always prioritized over out damage, or highest damage rather. If anything faster is on the field than Oranguru or one of its allies. So I can knowing that Oranguru is guaranteed Trick Room, I can hard tag into Shinobu here, who underspeeds everything on this team, and Energy Ball the Wailord fast kill. There's no Custat Barrier or anything, it's just Life Orb. This is just an outspeed kill. Yeah, it's exactly Trick Room. Okay, so this turn is the slightly awkward point. Shinobu doesn't have a kill with Exeter. I don't have Silver Powder anymore. If I did, I could have taken that, but it got knocked off really early. So I'm going to go for Mega Horn here. If it hits, then nothing takes any damage, and that's great. If it doesn't hit, next turn I'll just combo with Tsunade here, who can switch in on everything, be just fine, and then also underspeed and combo with Shinobu to get the kill. Because of Trick Room. But if Mega Horn hits here, great, yeah, okay. Then Oranguru just dies. And there is no risk at all, not that there ever was. Okay, so yeah, this is now Gardevoir, who is not particularly slow. Like, it is a minus speed Gardevoir, but Gardevoir is 80 base speed, so, like, my Slug and my Snail are pretty good. Oh, just, I mean, Escavalier underspeeds in Trick Room, and just one-shots with Iron Head. There's no Focus Sash, there's no Sturdy, there's no nothing. Always guaranteed kill. And Sludge Bomb for the culture. Great. Very clean. Simple and clean. If that was a crit on, specifically Jinbei on Water Spout, it might have been slightly awkward, because it could have started seeing Thunder kills, but Trick Room is even prioritized 4 times out of 5 over Slow Kill, so... And Shinobu can eat multiple Thunders, so it would have just been like double para that I'm scared of, plus the Mega Horn miss. That would have been the scary part. Okay, great. Let's see here. This is... Let me go to who that was. I gotta get out of here. The rain sound is driving me insane. That was... one for Jinbei. I do like the music on this route. Quite nice. That takes Jinbei up to 10 frags on the split, which is pretty impressive. One for Jinbei, one for Kami. And then 2 for Shinobu. Well done. Shinobu's up to 4 frags on the split. Not bad. More than the entire last one. Okay, so let's see here. Let me just get back to the Pokemon Center real quick. Won't accidentally run into a second trainer, you know, just completely hypothetically. Maybe lose my pseudo-legendary in the process. It's weird though, I don't feel... I don't feel so bad about the loss of Kommo-o. Like, I do, obviously. Kurapika was my best Pokemon, but, it was almost like a fluke that I even got it. I feel like losing it sort of now puts me back on even playing, or even footing on an even playing field, so, I'm not so upset about it. It's not pleased, though. Okay, so next up, this is a single battle. Ooh, Manectric actually, just, oh, Sturdy, I see. This is making me regret getting rid of Rapid Spin on Torkoal. Clear Smog. I don't think I'm gonna make that mistake in the future. So my Rapid Spinner now, do I even have one? Or do I even have a Rapid Spinner anymore? Uh-oh. Okay, it's Turtonator, and Turtonator does quite well into this. Because I can... I mean, I don't know if it wants to click Whirlwind ever, it could, I guess, but I'll just Rapid Spin until it Brave Birds, takes a bunch of chip, and then I can overheat it for the likely kill. I can take Charcoal, too. Yeah, that seems pretty good. So then that would go into probably Mantine for fast kill. At that point, if I've taken a Brave Bird at least. I mean, yeah, how much PP does Rapid Spin have? Rapid Spin... 40? Yeah, okay. I think I'll be able to click that enough times to eventually outspeed a one-shot with Overheat. Okay, so, right, Swift Swim, Mantine. The only things that are faster than it are my Swift Swim Mons. Even Max Speed Boltund isn't faster. Oh, it's close. It's surprisingly close. I mean, comparing the stats between Boltund and Manectric. Manectric does have higher special attack than Boltund's attack, but that's not including Strong Jaw. And then Boltund has better HP, better defense, better special defense, better speed. It's not the best look of all time between those two. But maybe Mega Neck will help. Okay, so this is actually likely either Hurricane or Scald, depending on how things go. Kind of awkward, isn't it? Ugh. Shark-beak Hurricanes are not my favorite thing on the planet. What if I just, like, double Liquidation this thing? Fire Blitz and Rain still does a crap ton. Yeah, Liquidation doesn't put it in the Custap, and then, what, it very likely Stealth Rocks me once? I don't suppose, Barraskewda can just take on everything else. No, but it'd be guaranteed Hurricane after that, with one layer of rocks up. That's kinda bad. Yeah, it's probably best to do this with Turt. Ambipom, what are you doing here? I wish so badly I could just be Infernape for take out Flare Blitz, but this thing is super, super physically defensive. Oh, and then it's got Skarmory, who has, I believe, a parallel stat line, or Skarmory and Mantine do. With Mantine, get a buff in HP to break the parallel. I remember that. Yeah, not a whole lot does a ton of damage. I don't suppose Barraskewda or Basket Legion can get Defog by any chance. Very sad I missed out on Spirit Shackle by a level. Poltergeist is also good. Did I really just click a 90 accurate move against that Wailord? Is it really 90 accurate? What was I doing? Okay, I hit two 90 accurate moves that fight. Oh, I didn't even realize. Oh, okay. Defog. Nope. No world. Well, if something needs to come in and eat a Scald or Hurricane, Dragalge's pretty good at it. Then Bait's always exactly Hurricane. This thing's kind of a demon, huh? Like, wow, is this thing ever a demon? I guess if I'm okay with rocks being up, I can just lead Manectric and then... Or Boltund. I mean, they both just get one-shot by crit. The problem. 93% of the time. Basically a 1 in 16 just to lose them, but I did just say I don't really care about Manectric's life, so maybe this is a prove yourself moment. Like, look at these IVs, holy shaw. It's also plus speed, but Boltund is just doing everything it does but better. Could even get a Discharge Para, but I can click Flamethrower first to never worry about activating Custat. And then it would not be Mantine unless it clicked Brave Bird on me. Solrock does 60%. I mean, if I'm... if I can fight it... Maybe this is just safer. If I can get in Basculegion on a Hurricane, or on a Scald or Hurricane, usually live the next thing. Oh, it's just so awkward. I mean, Dragalge can do it. Come in on Hurricane, always bait Hurricane again, and then... Like, the problem is, a second Hurricane crit just kills me outright. How many mons can I even afford to devote to that thing? Well, you were doing way too much. If I'm running Person, then I really can't afford to click Poltergeist. But I know it's clicking Hurricane. I don't think I have any own tempo mons. This could bring me as high as 58, but that still makes it possible for it to click Scald. Actually, Walrein is a pretty good answer to this. If it's Scald, then I'm thriving. Usually eat 2 Hurricanes just fine, and then bait a third one. I mean, Confused Chance is obviously horrible. I wish Oblivious protected from that, but it doesn't. It's always just spamming Hurricane. How much PP does Hurricane have? Too much. Far too much. Freeze Dry is pretty good. And then if I know it's clicking Hurricane, I can go into Personberry, Lycanroc. All I need to have done is 39% for this to be consistent. Does Ludicolo just explode to a single Hurricane? Like, surely, yeah. Okay, well, let me start. Right, the idea is Turtonator's in on Skarmory. And then, yeah, there's just overlap between Hurricane or Scald, which makes it super awkward. And is there a chance anything else can see a kill instead? If Turtonator's on super high health? Yeah, if it hasn't gotten Brave Birded, if it's just continuously Rapid Spin the Spikes away until it can kill with Overheat. But that's never gonna work, actually. Oh, actually, it can be faster. With only +2, it becomes faster. So then... I guess when it starts getting faster than stuff, then it's really gonna want to be Mantine. Although at +4, it'd have to be +6. At +5, it starts getting faster than Mantine, and then everything would just be slow kill down the line. And I'm lowering my special attack with Overheat, so it wouldn't see me killing it. So all odds it's Mantine after this. And then yeah, if I want to do a little more chip, I can Dragon Pulse even instead of Rapid Spinning. No, I'd probably just spam Rapid Spin. And then if it Brave Birds, it's gonna hurt itself, so I'm closer to my Overheat range. I think that's completely fine. Then... Okay, well, let me think about it. So it's Hurricane or Scald. I can go into Dragalge, who always takes this the best, I think. Is it better than... Yeah, it is better than... Walrein. So crit into... or non-crit into crit often kills Dragalge. But when Dragalge's in, I know it's going to want to Hurricane again. And the same thing applies to Askew Legion, who just eats everything a little worse. And also Walrein. So in theory, if I have all of them on my team, I could go in, I mean the first switch could just be 50-50 Scald Hurricane, depending on if I'm low enough for them to kill. Yeah, if I'm eating one Brave Bird, then I go down to 65, and then yeah, Hurricane sees it can kill. So... I switch in on the first Scald or Hurricane. I mean, ideally, maybe I could get a Brave Bird me twice. That might be optimal. I just Rapid Spin until it decides to press Brave Bird twice, and if it does, then I can for sure kill it with Overheat, all odds, unless it's like immediate double Brave Bird, in which case it would see fast kill, and then I could like go into my Arcanine or something. Or Metagross. All kind of bad. Okay, well regardless, the main thing is after that, it's almost always baiting in Mantine for Hurricane or Scald. I'd like, if I take 2 Brave Birds, I'm never getting crit, then it would be a full 50-50, and that would be ideal, because if I go into Galge on a Scald, then I can always press, I can press a button, but that doesn't actually get me Lycanroc any faster, because I need to do 35%. Liquidation does it. It's just, if it's Hurricane into... Scald crit burn into Hurricane. Non-crit could even do it, I think. Well, Scald burn would mean that I can't actually do that. But I outspeed on the plus side, so I would always get that hit off. And then... It sees that I can two-shot it, so it wouldn't go for Roost, I don't think. And this is always beating Hurricane, never Scald. I don't think Scald is boosted AI for physical attackers. So I could do 1 Liquidation. I would go in with Frost? No, I would go in with Person, because if it's frame 1 Hurricane, like The problem there is if I eat 1 Hurricane, I could just be dead to another non-crit. Nothing eats Scald and Hurricane. Wait a second. Whoa. Alolan Muck has special defense? I didn't know that. So this can come in on Scald or Hurricane, and then Rock a Lum, so if it could be Confuse or Confuse, right? That's the better play. I would take that on everyone. And then a single non-burned knockoff would do it. That would do enough damage. Then I would just go into Galge, who eats that, and then with Citrus always baits a... Oh, I guess it could be baiting Roost at that point is the problem. It would have to be into Askew Legion, who's showing higher damage. Yeah, okay. And then, yeah, Poltergeist would... I mean, I could even just go for, like, Wide Lens Poltergeist kill, but I think baiting the Hurricane into Lycanroc is more consistent. I mean, this is 5 mons used up for this one. I guess I'll take Dragalge out of here if I don't need it for this. And this is Flapple. I would want to grab Apple my Lycanroc unless it's slower. They're both slower. Pikachu's fast kill to buy me though, so yeah, it would be this for grab Apple 100%. I would pre-damage it. No, because Lycanroc's always coming in on a 100% accurate Hurricane, so that's completely fine. Will always be in range to die to Grab Apple and sometimes Dragon Rush too, I guess. Yeah, I just swap it into Scavalier. X's always does it, which is quite nice. And then, I mean, that's Pikachu. Sees Thunder. How does Gastrodon do into this? Ever Dead to Surf? With no item for knockoff? Yeah. Great. I think this is my best way to go about this. Light Ball, Lychee Berry for ice. I'm not hitting you with ice. Metagross is the opposite of Basculegion. It switches into both and then baits Scald always. That's not better. I really don't want Luck to get burned. I would rather it get confused. But if it's Scald into Basque, then as long as that's not immediate burn, I can always get one liquidation off. And I can take Lum for that. Okay. Hang on, maybe that's better. Then it's always baiting Hurricane. I might even be able... I mean, if it clicks Hurricane on Metagross and it doesn't get confused, I can even Zen Headbutt it. That's also pretty good. It's, yeah, Basque, Lycanroc. It all depends on what gets clicked when. I think I'm just gonna go Citrus on Metagross, because I really need the range to be consistent to bait Scald. And then yeah, I just outspeed Liquidation once guaranteed. And if it's Scald into Hurricane Crit, it almost never kills, but I think it can sometimes. And I'd take Lum to dodge one status no matter what, but I'm always getting to click Liquidation. Scald into Hurricane, non-crit, would always bait Scald, or Hurricane again, I think. If it doesn't, am I in trouble? I could go back into Metagross. No, because that's guaranteed Scald. Ugh, this is a little awkward. Regardless, it's Person on Lycanroc. I think Slow Kill is always prioritized over Speed Boost. I'm pretty sure. Uh-oh, hang on. I should check. So if it's not, that's a big, big problem. Does Dragon Dance count as a speed boosting attack ability? If AI is slower and to it KO'd by player Mon, then it is just -5, and I think that's all Dragon Dance is. It doesn't see that it's a speed boosting move, from what I can tell. I mean, if a Dragon Dance is on this switch, like, Escavalier is still completely fine. It takes a +1 Dragon Rush just fine. What does Ripen do? Let me just check. When this Pokemon eats certain berries, the effects are doubled. Okay, gotcha. That's pretty neat. Okay, so let me think this through. So it's Skarmory versus Turtonator. I Rapid Spin until it's in overheat kill range. I want to eat at least one Brave Bird. If it is one Brave Bird, then that makes Hurricane really likely over Scald. If it's not, then it's just a full 50-50. I can go into Metagross, hopefully on Hurricane, after I've eaten one Brave Bird, so I think that is optimal. Go into Hurricane. If I don't get confused, I could even press Zen Headbutt as long as I'm not dead to Scald, because then I can just go directly into Basculegion afterwards. You eat random move and then bait Hurricane. might be safer, actually. Okay, I mean, if it's just Metagross in on Hurricane and then always baiting Scald, can't I just go into Basking Legion all the time with Lum, eat the Scald, even if I get burned, I'll eat my berry, and then just Liquidation once. It's Hurricane into that, so I'll be at, like, you know, 25-ish% after that? Ooh. Well, that's not always Hurricane, is it? And crits make that really, really weird. I had a better month for this, didn't I? Walrein doesn't care about Scald Burn, so I could take Person for Hurricane Confuse instead. And then that's more often, way more often, baiting Hurricane again. Yeah, because I just have Freeze Dry. Okay, I'm cool with that. It just gets very, very awkward if I don't have a consistent way to bait Hurricane. Super, super awkward. Is Dragalge better than Metagross for that? If it's just hard Walrein in, if it can just be double Hurricane Confuse is the problem. Yeah, I do need to bait Scald first. Hurricane Confuse chance is rough. Wish you had Flip Turn, bud. Wish you had more damage, bud. Okay, I think this is the best way I have to deal with this. This thing is kind of a monster. So no matter what, I should always get one, like even if it's Scald into Hurricane crit, I should always get one Freeze Dry off. I mean, if I have to sack something, I will, but I really don't want to. It should be, as long as this isn't crit, it should always be Scald Hurricane. Hurricane, right? It's just so awkward. It's unbelievably awkward. We were just a couple points faster, but that's asking a lot of you. Nothing like that's gonna do anything. I think I'm running in circles. I gotta just bite the bullet. Love that hot 0 special defense IV. What if you had 15? This becomes so much more reasonable. Okay, I mean, it is what it is. I think I'm gonna go for this. Is the Muck line better? I should keep looking at that. Because Muck can come in on either, but then it's also baiting either. But I mean, non-crit into crit never does it, and then I can just hard come in into Muck. I get punished by double Hurricane, double Confuse is the problem. And then it's not even always baiting Hurricane after. I mean, Ludicolo is something we can come in on a guaranteed Scald and then always bait Hurricane. But how am I getting guaranteed Scald? Could be an electric type, probably. Yeah. Just not doing any damage to it. wish Dazzling stopped moves that were just very fast and not only priority. Wishful thinking. Okay, I'm just gonna go for this. I don't know what I can do that would be better for this. Yeah, I mean, the danger is, that there are rolls of Scald plus Hurricane that put Basque into range. Or not Basque, that put Walrein into range of Scald or Hurricane being the click next turn, and I don't think I couldn't switch Lycanroc in on that. I would have to sack something, probably. This Mantine is just such a demon. Maybe I'm overlooking something obvious, but I don't know. Like, if it's just... Can I even fight this thing with Rocks up? Hurricane fully one-shots Barraskewda. I don't know, flip turn. If I did, this would be a different story. I mean, what if it's just Mystic Water, Basculegion? Double attacking into the Skarmory, and then... I mean, Mantine is fast, or no, it's slow get out damaged. Flapple is slow out damage, so that'd be instant Flapple instead. Is that okay? Is that better? If it's Flapple, I have to leave, and then things are taking either a layer of Spikes or a layer of Stealth Rocks. I mean, Escavalier doesn't really care. It comes in just fine. X-Scissors just fine. Mystic Water Liquidation would need to crit to put it into Custap, so things could be weird there, but... Send us a Scavalier in, and when a Scavalier's in... I mean, then it's, like, guaranteed Hurricane from Mantine, which isn't good. Like, that's the exact same scenario. I mean, there is also the world where Metagross gets Zen Headbutt off if it switches into Hurricane. And then, like, that would help, because that would mean, I think even burned, I'm just killing it with Freeze Dry a lot of the time. That's not even bad. Yeah, I would just go Citrus on Metagross. Already has, crazy. You're not coming, Kami. I think this line is the best one. Citrus Berry, you want a person. Like Scald, I'm just checking for its own sake. Scald 1,000,000,000% one-shots like an Arc, yeah. Yeah, 120% minimum. So if I get that wrong, then something has to die for Kiba to come in. Probably be Gastrodon. I don't think Gastrodon needs anything in particular. It's coming in on a Thunderbolt and always living. Sure. Soft Sand. Is this a Focus Sash Pikachu? Worth checking. Or Slight Ball. Of course it is. I actually want no item on Gastrodon to stop the knockoff from going through. He wants a Person Berry. And then wants a... Does it matter? Charcoal, I suppose? Yeah, to make the, making sure that Skarmory doesn't have knockoff. It doesn't. Yeah, because then... God, if I still had Rapid Spin on Torkoal, that would so be the answer. It's just 3 Heat Waves kill, plus a Rapid Spin, and then it's always Scald if it hasn't gotten Brave Birded. Okay. Good enough for next time. If I have a Torkoal, Clear Smog is of limited use and Rapid Spin is of immense use. Okay. Ready to go. I don't feel good about it. So there are some worlds where once Lindland is at +5 speed, like I can't really ever guarantee that that could happen, but it could. If Lindland's at +5 speed or higher, then Flapple, and it hasn't gotten Brave Birded at all, like say it just kills the Skarmory with Rapid Spin while it spams spikes and does no damage. I mean, Flapple would see that it's fast killed if I haven't pressed Overheat. And Pikachu's getting fast out damaged. It would be Mantine always. It's only the only weird scenario is if I'm at like 0+ speed for some reason, and then it's Flapple for fast kill Dragon Rush, or it could be Flapple for slow kill if I'm in a weird between 71 and 84% health range, which I don't think Brave Bird can ever actually do. I'm not running Citrus or anything, so yeah, I should be for Minion on a Scald and always baiting Hurricane, but I mean, Turtonado's problem is that it's baiting either always. Can't really get around that. It's the same problem that Muck would have. Whereas Alphonse can come in on either, and if it is Hurricane immediately and it doesn't get confused, then it can click Zen Headbutt completely safely. Always bait more Scald. It's one of them crits, then it starts getting random and weird. But I have to essentially eat multiple crits for this to ever really be bad, because of my items that I've taken. And I can play safely around them, but maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. We're gonna find out. All depends on how this Skarmory goes first. Let's try it. I'm disregarding Obi-Wan's advice. So this thing is like, I think 90% to rocks, or stealth rocks immediately, like every single turn. Yeah. And it doesn't realize I have Rapid Spin, it's just gonna do that forever. It doesn't have leftovers, it's got Custat. So as soon as this thing is at like 50%, and I'm doing a minimum of 4% per hit, and it's gonna do a bunch itself with Brave Bird if it chooses to click it, then I mean, as soon as it's there... Oh, it is just immediate Brave Bird, huh? Okay, well I'm faster now, which is nice. I never have to worry about crits. And now because I'm faster, I believe I can Rapid Spin again, and if it Brave Birds again, that's completely fine, because then I will... I just wait until it does Brave Bird again. And then... Yeah, okay. Now, the faster... Specifically Charcoal... I mean, I'll double check this, but I'm fairly certain this is true. That was a surprising number of Brave Birds, just 2 off rip, huh? I kinda thought that was really unlikely. It's taken 20%. I mean, I know exactly how much it's taken. It's done... How much recoil is Brave Bird? 33%, so it's taken a third of what it's done. And it has done... Should have been tracking the exact numbers, but... 118 damage to me. That's a 58 and a 60, it looks like. Could be a couple other ranges too, but that's what's most likely. So then that would be 20 and 19, I think, because it rounds down. It's taken 39 damage. I have Rapid Spun it 3 times, so it could be as low as... Oh, this is going to be actually really close. 20 and 19, so 39 plus the 3 Rapid Spins could be as little as 18. This thing could actually be